The ghost of the high priest of Atlantis, Armatros, and his message. Well, there's a woman that was a writer, and she claims that this ghost of the high priest of Atlantis, Armatros, was visiting her and conversing with her. Frances Dale, author of 9 novels and several children's books, has refused to make a profit from her latest book. As she explained to her publisher, this book was not her own work, but was written by a priest who lived 9 million years ago on the submerged continent of Atlantis. That's according to the priest, the ghost of the priest, that is. In addition, she stated that the priest dictated every phrase of every word, so it was impossible for her to consider the book as hers. When asked by surprised reporters who visited her home in Kensington, England, she insisted that a ghost from Atlantis dictated her work to her. She also explained that she did not believe in spirituality and mediums, but it was inconceivable for her not to admit that the unexpected metaphysical help she received in her last 2 books from the priest of the mythical continent, the lost continent of Atlantis. And these 2 books dealt with the history of Atlantis, and she admitted that they were much better than what she could ever write from her own imagination. Frances Dale described how the unorthodox dictation began. At some point, while she was working, she heard a very clear voice say to her, quote, "Write what I am going to tell you. My name is Armatros, a high priest of Atlantis. I have to send a vital message about the terrible dangers that threaten our culture." End quote. That's what the voice told her. So he introduced himself, who he was, what he was, and that he had a message to give to her. Dale claimed that Armatros dictated the first book so fast that she typed what she heard but did not understand the text. While her normal typing speed was 40 words a minute, she discovered that she could now type at about 93 words a minute. In fact, the last 7,500 words of the first novel were completed in just 80 minutes, and soon after, completely exhausted from the overwork, she fainted. According to her, she had never read books on the mythical continent and often wished that the priest had chosen someone else to write his books for him, as she was very busy with her own work. Its publisher, Andrew Dacres, was blatantly surprised by her refusal to collect her profits, but he felt that Frances believed deeply in her claims. Andrew Dacres also told reporters that Frances Dale wanted to publish 5 more works, which she expected to be dictated by Armatros, the high priest of Atlantis, with the agreement that she should not accept copyrights except for her salary as a typist. Frances's husband and friends and servants and secretary had accepted and became accustomed to her bizarre relationship with the ghost of Atlantis, Armatros, and left her alone. And when the ghost called her to write his stories, she would of course respond. This was published in the newspaper Eleftheria, November 24th, 1949. And I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Now, I don't know what the text of these books claim, that I don't know what the message was, it's not here. So he claims that he had a very stern warning for humanity. He says, "I have to send a vital message about the terrible dangers that threaten our culture." So this was 1949. I guess it had to do with what was going on concerning new technology of the time. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.